Hello everyone and welcome back to my channel. So today I am going to share you a very short video. The video is actually regarding me into decorating four different kind of room for our house. If you remember my first video, the Park family. So the Park family has moved to a city. So that's my first generation Sims, and my Park family has moved to the San Mizuho from their previous house. And here I am redecorating everything. So if you remember correctly, previously the house only has like three rooms plus one butler's room, and this house has actually four plus one room. Here I am working on Mr. Park's room. So he has the master bedroom, but actually the room are quite the same size. It's everyone's room is quite big, and but the only difference is that Mr. Park's room has he has his own bathroom. Yeah. So Mr. Park's room is, of course, I keep on his signature bedroom style. He loves grayish color, he loves serenity, and his room is quite luxury because, of course, my sim is a professor. So yeah, I made sure to keep keep it quite the same as previous design. But previously the room doesn't really have a study, so here I actually put a study for my sim, and it is um, facing the view for the view because this apartment has lots of like big windows, so I figured having a study facing the neighbors and the city view would be quite therapeutic for you, isn't it? So, okay, so here, as you can see, there is no exact concept, but I figure that because Mr. Park is a lecturer, so he really needs some time on his own, and maybe sometimes when he doesn't want to be with people, so he can have at least everything in his room. And because Park family has two pets, so I make sure that there's like the chair for the pets to come and sit, and of course, a vanity for Mr. Park, and a little bit sense of Japan because Mr. Park is a fan of Japan. So most of the items are from their previous house. So when my Sims move, I keep the furniture, so I save a lot there. And here I'm working on the master bedroom's bathroom. So the bathrooms are not that big, but is um quite enough for Mr. Parks alone. But sometimes maybe the kids will come around and use the bathroom. I keep it minimalist, and I also use a scent of grayish tone, and the marble will look quite rich there because rich people really like marbles. So I figured what I had in mind is that when you have a big like you have so much money, isn't it like you want to have marble all around your house? And marble is kind of a trend here in Malaysia. So yeah. And moving on, I am already working on the second room, which is the brother's room, the first son's room, Clark's room. So previously, he also used this color for his room, and I'm sticking to it. And most of the items are from his previous items. So you are going to be seeing lots of here, the wall of fame here, the wall of action figures and cards that he collect. So yeah, I really love doing this because I think that it's like a man cave. Like you have a hobby and you want to you want to keep it on display. And because Clark is a very active Sims, so he has like lots of sports jersey and everything. So he's a collector, and he made sure to put all of his trophy right next to his bed. And of course, previously they actually shared study. Like Clark has a study, but the others doesn't have. Here, I'm giving almost everyone a study in their room because the rooms are very big. And at one point, when I was decorating this house, I really like ran out of ideas because I think that it's like when you have a house so big, you don't really know what to put. So that's what one thing that kept me like I was like so in daze because I don't know what to put. If you could see, maybe you can go back to my first video in this channel and you will see lots of similarities between Park's room because I keep almost everything. I just keep on adding few things and that's it. And Park family, they actually have two kids before. They have a teen daughter. I'm sorry, a toddler, and the toddler has now grown into a teen, and she is also very active, and her fitness level is like at 6. So I'm making her room theme more like yellowish and pastels, just to make sure that even though she is not that girly, but there's a little bit of scent of pink. I mean, who doesn't love pink, right? And I think that because my Sims, this one is for Kara. So Kara used to be a teen. So when I was making my first video on this channel, Kara's room was more like a toddler room, full with toys and so many toys. But now that she has grown up, I make sure her room looks like a teenage room because she is now enrolling in high school, and but she doesn't really love pink that much, but a little bit of pink sense in her room would be good. I am working on like every little details. If you know me, you know that I really love clutters, and I make sure to put a little set bit of their pets because they really love pets and their cats are like everywhere in the house. And of course, as I said, everyone has a little study in their room, but I decided that Kara has like a very tiny studies because she has a huge wardrobe. I keep on playing colors like yellow, pink, and sometimes I would put a little sense of other pastel colors like turquoise, gray, and because Kara is growing up, so me like even in my room when I was growing up, I would put my friends' photos, and I would make sure like the room is very lively. As you can see, I am still working on the clutters because I think that a teenage girl would have so many posters in their house, in their room. And I really love the latest Dream Decorator pack because it has lots of so many beautiful things. I especially like this clutter part because um that's what makes a room more lively, right? It doesn't look like a sim is living there, but it does look like maybe someone could actually live in this room. And it inspired me to create my room like this. Now I am working on the wardrobe part, and I figured it would be great to have like an open wardrobe, like having everything hanging and you are able to see almost everything. And as I said, Kara is a very active Sims, so she has lots of achievement being displayed in her room. See, so here I am still working on the clutters and adding some final touch for the rocks. Comment below what do you think about this room. I always think that a pampas would look really good in any room. And now I am working on the first sister's room. This one is a complete opposite to Kara. Chloe is more like a very feminine. She really loves having and living like a princess. And of course, here I am still playing with the platform because I just figured that when you have a platform in a room, you are able to create like so many sections and it's not just like plain flat room. Making Chloe's room has been really fun because it's actually reflected how I really like. Previously, Chloe and Kara they shared a room, so here I'm making Chloe's room separately, and of course a walk-in wardrobe, so it doesn't require lots of space. And I figured being a princess, a vanity is a must. And here I'm working on the clutters for Chloe's room. Like she really loves having manicure, pedicure, and almost everything. So it's like a complete opposite to Kara, but in a more girly way and a more like showing her nature. Like she is showing what she really likes and doesn't need to hide the fact that pink is every girl's best friend. But I didn't use pink wallpaper because I figured too many pinks wouldn't like bring the variety of a room. So I stick to purple, and because um Chloe is finally having a room on her own, so she wants to put everything in her room. Like previously she shared with Kara and now she's having her own room. So she want like a place to hang out and everything. Like she, growing up a girl doesn't really like to be around her family. And I figured that Chloe's room need to have everything. A console, a speaker, and maybe Clark would like to come and hang out in her room because growing up, Kara and Clark's are best friend. And I put a scent of crystal because Chloe might be someone who really like those little details in her life. And then of course a study for Chloe. So Chloe's study would be in the middle section of the room. Oh, here is a mistake that I did. I accidentally lowered down the platform and it happened that everything goes down. So here you are seeing me redecorating everything that I just did. Okay, moving on. I am actually working on the study, but one thing that I miss out that I realized only after trying like living as my Sims. I accidentally chose a teen desk for Chloe's room. So I had to change it when I was using it. So yeah, if you notice, Chloe's bed is very giving her like a very princess vibes. So that's what I'm trying to put here. So it's like even her room is more girly compared to Kara. And if you can see, I always use this chair. Maybe because I think that having this chair would make like the room seems more lively. And because Chloe has more space in her room, I wanted to make like a place where she could like hang out. Like actually, when I first divided all the room into section, I forgot that I didn't know that every room would be this big. Like who even live in this house this big? But I was like thinking for a while what should I put here, and then I decided that it's going to be a sofa. Like there's going to be a couch there for Chloe to sit, hang out, and maybe for the cats to come and sit. You know, every girls love having a section in their room, like just to lay down and not do nothing. So yeah. But when I was playing my Sims, I didn't see Kara actually using it. So yeah. Here I'm working on the table, side table. I think like one thing that I really hate is like all side tables are quite big, you know. It's like bigger than everything else. I couldn't even like I want something which is actually quite small, like a real life size, but most of side tables inside the Sims are very big, like bigger than the bed. So I guess that's it for my video today, and I really hope that you enjoy it.